Right, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing this morning? Thank you guys again for joining us. We are in day number 6. Seem like we ain't never gonna get through it, right? Listen, we're going to get through it, but we're gonna take our time. We're gonna make sure that we get this right because there's so many people that are wanting this information. So I'm not gonna rush it. I'm gonna give it to you straight. Welcome to the raw, uncut, unfiltered, unapologetic boot camp. This is an 8-week series, you guys, of understanding network marketing and how to create a profitable and a long-time sustainable business in network marketing. You guys, my name is Terrence Williams, and with my help, I want to be able to get you to raise up to the standards of what a real leader looks like in network marketing. I want to give you the opportunity to really grow that most people never get a chance to get to levels in network marketing. And I want to help you capture the results. You know, as I said, capture, we got to catch it, right? And we're going to do it together. So we're going to go ahead on and we're going to move forward in day number 6. And we're just going to piggyback and we're just going to jump on what we talked about on yesterday, you guys. This is day number 6, and we're still understanding the principles of network marketing. That's key. You guys, we cannot get around that these principles is going to be your lifeline in network marketing. And we're going to build the right foundation before building a business. And that's what we're doing now because we have to hold ourselves accountable because our success begins with understanding people. Why? Because this network marketing is a people's business, right? And a numbers game. We're going to create our success, and it's going to begin with understanding systems. Why? Because you'll find out through these principles that systems are created for us to repeat and to duplicate. And the simple the systems are, the better the opportunity for you to duplicate it and repeat it. And we're going to find out our success begins with understanding leadership. Why? Because once you come into this opportunity and you begin to grow, in order for you to get the dough, you're going to have to teach, train, educate, develop others. If you want the system and the duplication to work, you're going to have to be that leader and you're going to have to model what you want repeated. So you're going to have to learn the true value of leadership skills as well. And that's what it's all going to come together. So, you guys, we're talking about the third principle that we are finding in network marketing. And as I stated on yesterday, we talked about the first principle. All right. The first principle that we talked about was relationship matters. Okay. I'm not going to go through all of it. If you have not seen or you have not been on any one of the other days, I ask that you go to my YouTube page and then you will pull up day number 1 and hit the like button and subscribe and follow me and figure out what is it about this opportunity that you would like to improve within your day-to-day success and learn these principles. But the 5 key principles, you guys, the first one is we're talking about relationships. This is a relationship business. So we talked about relationships. The third principle that we begin to talk about, the understanding network marketing, is understanding that network marketing is a direct sales. So you're going to have to understand the direct sale approach, right, in order for you to be successful. Because if you don't sell no product, you ain't gonna make no money. We're talking about sustainable income. We're talking about putting some money in the bank. What we gonna do, right? We're not for show. We for dough. And if we coming into this business thinking we finna make some money, then we got to know how to get this money and where this money at. You're gonna have to sell this product that you're representing. Okay. Understanding direct sale is a key principle in your success of network marketing. And the number 3 principle, duplication. And like I said yesterday, this is where the rubber meets the road, and this is where a lot of people run off the road and just decide to turn around and go back the other way because this is where most people cannot get. Okay. Because you can come in this business and you can be by yourself all day long, but you won't make no money. You can go out and you can get one person, and that one person can follow you all the way to the end of the earth, right? But you'll never make no money. The only way that you're going to be able to make money in this opportunity of network marketing is A, commissions, which is whatever you get from when you sell the product that you get one time, or the duplication, the building, right? Where you're able to create whatever compensation plan that is given from the company that you're representing from the other products. And that is how you grow in network marketing. That's where the money at. Building a team, building a team, not a downline, and having a large organization. How are you going to do that? You got to duplicate, right? And the duplication comes from, again, the systems. There has to be systems in place for you to be able to give out to those that are coming in, as well as the systems that was there for you in the beginning that was allowing you the opportunity to somebody fell off, allowing you the opportunity to learn what you have learned and to have grown where you have grown. Now you take that and now you implement it in your own way because every style, every person has a different style, different rhythm, right? The system is key. It's set, right? But how you advance and how you take it and cultivate it and make it your own, that's you. And whatever you find to be your niche, the riches is in the niches. Like I explained on yesterday, if you was a basketball player and the key fundamental of basketball is dribbling, okay, we understand that you can shoot the ball. That's one thing, but you got to dribble. So they work on dribbling fundamentals. But everybody in basketball, whether you are minor leagues or professional or just recreational, everybody don't have the same advanced skill when it comes to dribbling. Only the certain great dribblers are given a position which is called either the small shooting guard or the point guard. The point guard is usually the one that is the best dribbler. It means that everybody knows how to dribble, but he had an extra amount of skill set that got him to a greater place that can dribble better than most of everybody on the team. So his position is different because of his ability of him able to dribble the ball. But it does not take away the fact of the same fundamentals that was given to all of the teammates in practice was the same. And it's the same thing with our systems, okay? When we're growing in network marketing, that has to be a fundamental basic, right? A system that is given, and then once it is created and the system is created, right, then you repeat and you duplicate. So as we move into network marketing and we try to get to the bad, I'm just breaking down some of these things. I stopped off yesterday where we can be able to talk about certain key factors in duplication and systems, and I stopped at number three. So this is where I was yesterday when we start talking about these principles of network marketing, and we're now in the number three, which is duplication. Right, there's some things that you have to know. I talked about number one and number two yesterday, and number three. I stopped off on number three. So again, if you want to go back, go watch the day number four, and you can catch up from where I'm. You can pick up from where I'm starting off today. But the first one, simplicity. You guys, we got to keep the system simple. Simplicity. If it's complicated, it won't duplicate. In network marketing, again, let me say that when you are creating a system to share with new people coming into this opportunity, your systems have to be very simple. Okay. If it's not simple, it won't be able to duplicate. It won't. Your newest person that's coming into your business should be able to understand the basic process very quickly because success loves speed. And we don't want to have to go 5, 10 weeks before someone picks it up. This that I'm putting down, this boot camp, is for seasoned veterans or people who have been in network marketing for a very long time and they have not found that level of success that they have been wanting. And before they finally just kick it to the curb and let it go and never come back again, I'm asking for 8 weeks for me to share with you what it was that you may did wrong, right? Or things that you may not didn't do at all. So give you a better fighting chance to be successful, right? When new people come in, your new people come in, avoid giving them a whole bunch of stuff to do. That's like homework. People got lives. People have other things going on, right? Avoid giving them 25 things to learn before they can get started. Keep it simple. A simple path is just as much as telling them straight up, I need for you to learn, I need for you to get this, I need for you to get that. All right. So, in the first thing, what I'm doing now when my new partners come in, and they have never been in network marketing, the first thing I'm going to ask them to do is to give me 30 days, right? I need for you to get this book, My First Year in Network Marketing, so that you can have that. That's like your Bible, okay? Right? Then on top of that, while you waiting on that book to come in, I'm going to be helping assist them. The first thing I need for you guys to do is not complicated. Give me a list, make a list. We can go with 100 names, but a lot of times people like 100, right? That's what most people are going to do. But you need to let them know that you have to make a list. Because if you don't make a list, you won't know who your target audience are. Remember, this is a relationship business and it's direct sale. You're not going to make no money if you don't sell the product. Who you selling the product to are those that you know because it's direct sale. It is a direct approach. People you love and trust. This is what we're going to create for when we're in this business. So your list is going to help you, right? Go through and finagle through some of the people who you know and who you want to. Number three, invite people to come to hear about the information. Your job is very simple. Shh, be quiet. Don't say nothing. How easy is that? How easy for you to just share with somebody about what you're doing and don't say too much and use leverage. Use the experts or the people who've been in the business for a very long time to help you show this information to those people. So you want to invite them so that they can hear the information. You need to learn how to present. Why? Because this is your business. And if you are a person that's going to build trust, we talk about direct sales is a transfer of emotions. So people don't worry about what you say, they worry about how you make them feel. And if they feel like you don't know what you're talking about because you don't know how to present, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to buy your product. So you have to put on that level of enthusiasm, excitement, and energy. And you got to know what you're talking about so people can buy you. And then once you present or someone does the presentation, we're going to do a follow-up call just to check with them, say, hey, listen, all right, let's let our hair down. Let's talk about this and get a real understanding of what it is that they're wanting to see in this opportunity and if it can benefit them and how we can get them to partner up with us. And once you seal the deal, yes or no, tell me something, I gotta go. If they say no, let them go. It's all right. We don't worry about the no's because we understand it's not for everybody. And we're not looking for everybody. We're looking for that somebody. We're looking for that person who tells us yes. Once they say yes, enroll them, right? And then repeat that cycle. Did that seem too complicated? Because that's the system. If you do this to every person every time, you get the same result, right? Real leaders, real growth, real results. So when we talk about that, it's you have to define the system, and don't leave people guessing what to do next. So when people come in, have a guide for them, a step-by-step guide, what they need to do, how they need to do it. And it's a process, right? So when the first thing they come in is on board, is onboarding, right? There are going to be some things in place that you have for your or new people, whether they're customers or your agent, so they can have a guide. If people don't have a guide, a rule, or a compass, they're gonna get lost. Your people gonna get lost. You brought them in this thing, what they supposed to do, where they supposed to go. If you don't instruct them and guide them and let them know, then they're gonna fall off, right? You have to be there. If they don't know, I don't know nobody. I don't know nobody. Show them how to find prospects. Let's go ahead on and let's do our memory jogger. Let's open up. Let's shake the tree. Let's get in our phone books. Let's get in our Facebooks. There's a lot of let's go hook up on LinkedIn. So many different things. Let's go to this event, right? And meet people. There's so many different ways. But you're going to have to help them because they're not there. They don't understand. They don't know. You have to be there and help them and guide them. And you got to love on them, right? Because it's a trust factor. And then once they do that, right, teach them how to invite. Inviting is a skill. It's not just, hey, I want to know if you can come over and you can come to my house and you can come over here and watch this thing with me. I got something. No, it's a skill. You have to set them up. Why? Because this is psychiatry. And in philosophy 101, it's the master of the mind. You know what you know. So if you're knowing that you're going to be fighting up against objection, you got to have a set system to know how to invite without someone telling you no. All you want to do is to get them to come and hear the presentation. That is 80% of your job. Piquing the interest and getting them to come hear about the information. That's it. That's going to take skill sets. That's going to take a little manipulation, a little trickery, a little, you know what I'm saying, something to get them in that seat. Once they get in that seat, then the rest of it is easy. But if you don't know the skill sets to inviting, it's going to be a problem. Presenting, make sure that you have the right people in front of the information so they can share it properly. And then again, the following up. That the follow up is the fortune. If you're not doing your follow up with people that comes in and closing them out, you'll never know how much money you're leaving on the table. And enrolling customers is something else you have to know. And then again, launching your business. If you're not launching your business, you're not telling nobody you're in business. And if people don't know that you're in business, then they're not going to buy your product. So these are the things that you had to keep in place. And then you got to train the team, right? You have to put yourself as a leader, and systems are there for them. Remove confusion. If there's any chaos or dissension in a camp, you got to remove it. You have to eliminate it and you have to let it go. Because why? If you allow it to stay, it affect the whole camp. Sometimes it's better to let one person go than allow that blazing fire to burn down the whole building. You feel me? So understanding that and then create consistency. Do it all the time, like I'm doing it every day. Every day I'm here. So I'm gonna jump into it. I'm gonna go further, and I'm not gonna run through it, but that's what I talked about on yesterday. Just to fill you back in. Today, in the key to duplication is repeatability. Can the newest person repeat it? That's the question. The information that you're putting out, can the newest person repeat that? A great system should pass what I call the duplication test. Can I teach this to someone today? Can they do it tomorrow? And can they teach it to another person afterward? If not, you got to simplify it, right? That's what I want you guys to know about duplication. It's very simple. Can I teach it? Number one, because if I don't understand it, hell, how the hell I'm gonna explain to somebody else? Feel me? Then, um, can I teach it tomorrow? No, I teach it today. They do it tomorrow. Then when they do it tomorrow, they teach it to another person afterwards. and then the cycle continues. So basically, if I understand it, and then now I give it and I teach it, it should be a system where they get it and they understand it and they do it, right? You know it. You notice the word "do." That's action. It's one thing to say I got it, but it's another thing to say I did it. You feel me? That's two different things. I got it mean I heard it. Yeah, I got it. I can, yeah, I've learned it. But to say I did it or I am doing it, meaning that you put in action. Most people don't put this into action, right? Most people don't put action behind what they already done learned. And that's why they're not growing in network marketing because they're not applying it to their day-to-day lives. They're hearing it, they're writing it down, they jotting it down, but they're not doing it daily. Then you want to make sure that your system is able to be taught to other people, and then the cycle continues. So you in duplication, you have to have systems, and the system has to be repeatable, and it has to be defined as simple. Also, model before you multiply. People duplicate what they see. So basically, leaders cannot teach one system and personally operate another way. If you want your team to follow up, you follow up. If you want them attending training, you attend training. If you want professionalism and consistency and integrity, you got to model that, man. You got to model professionalism. You got to model consistency. You got to model the integrity. You are the example. You lead. You're the leader. You're the captain. You're the coach. You're the teacher. You're the boss. Everybody else up under you is following you. You lead it, you follow up, you train them, you show up, you model what you want repeated. That's how you create a great team. And guess what? Your team will duplicate that same action. Model what you want repeated. Duplication, you guys, tools over talent. I love this one because this would make the goddamn job so easy. Build a system that doesn't depend on superstars. You don't have to come in and invent a wheel, you guys. It's already been invented for you. Not everyone is a great speaker, right? Everybody's not a great salesperson or everybody's not a great recruiter. Everybody can't do what Kayella do. I'm gonna be honest with you. Our regional sales director, Kayella Williams, is a phenomenal recruiter. All she had to do is snap a finger and breathe sometimes. If she says she want to go 20, 30 people before you turn around and she got 20, 30 people in her organization. Everybody can't do that, okay? And they shouldn't have to be, right? That's just a skills that's a gift that she has, and she has cultivated with a skill set. So with that, those two together, put together, that's almost like dynamite, right? When you know the system and then you have a gift and a talent. But everybody don't have that gift, right? But everybody can learn that skill set. And when you understand that this opportunity, you don't have to be like Kayella. You don't have to try to model that part of what she does by recruiting. Use the standardized tools such as presentations, videos, scripts, invitation templates, onboarding checklists, training calls, and follow-up systems. These are tools that you don't have to be in the forefront. You use these tools to do the heavy lifting for you. And if you do it successfully, you can get the same results if you do the work, right? It's one thing for someone to get on the phone and say, "Hey, listen, I was thinking about you. I want to know if you can come join my business. I got this, I got this, and I got that, and I got that. How much is it? Is this much? When can you come in? Well, let me see. I'll come in tomorrow. Okay, good. Thank you." Everybody don't have that. But if you understand the tools of what it is to pique the interest, invite them properly, have a solid visual to give them as far as a presentation or a video, right? Have your scripts together, understanding what it takes to get them to come, your invitation templates, right? All of these things, if you do it right and then follow up with them, at the end of the day, a powerful concept that we use. Don't be the tool, use the tool. You don't have to do all this by yourself. These things are in place for you that prevents the entire organization from becoming dependent on one person, right? You have to know what tools to use. If you was building a house or you was putting something together and it asked for a hammer, a screwdriver, a nail, and a socket wrench, and then it tells you, okay, go get a socket wrench and step five, do this and do that, and then you don't know which one is the screw or the socket wrench. Come on now. The tools are for you to use, but if you don't know what tools that they're asking for to use at a particular time or the place of building, you're gonna be stuck. If you don't know what a screwdriver is and you got a flathead and you wondering why it ain't working because the groove's not lining up, they tell you to get a socket wrench, but you go get some pliers. Come on, man. Right? So you got to know your tools. I love that one because I'm a builder. I love fixing things. My wife will tell you, I will put some stuff together. I done built some stuff. So when they talk about tools, I know how I go because without tools, you don't have anything, right? Consistency, you guys. This is what most people fall short to. They stop. And I paused on purpose. They stop. They get tired. They get everything come be an excuse. Everything because I got other things going on, right? Stop constantly changing the playbook. If you're consistent, you're gonna keep doing it over and over and over, even when you don't feel like it, and you're gonna stick to the script. Duplication requires repetition. Something is done over and 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 over again. If leaders constantly introduce new scripts, new strategy meetings, and methods, the team becomes confused. And a confused mind end up doing what? Nothing. Keep it simple. Quit trying to change it up because what you think is not working. It works. Just keep doing it. Do more of it. Right? Improve the system when necessary, but give people enough consistency to master and duplicate that you created. One playbook for one team. Everybody should not be on two different pages. This is if you want the LA Lakers, if the coach is teaching if Phil Jackson was running the triangle offense, right? He did it with the Chicago Bulls and he did it with the LA Lakers. And guess what? Each one of those times he won three to four rings, off each run using the same playbook. He didn't switch it up. He had new team, new players, different eras, same results, rings, one playbook, one team. Repetition builds mastery, meaning that's practice. Practice make what? Perfect. You keep doing something over and over and over again, that's the slight edge. It becomes to be habit forming and it actually becomes to be your success or your failures, right? Mastery creates results. When you understand that there's something you can learn, you can master it. Skill sets can be learned. You might can't do what Kayela do, but you can learn these systems and get the tools you need, and you can master it, and you can have as many people in your organization as she does just by you mastering the systems and the information and the skill sets that's been given to you to get this job done. Results fuel your growth. Once you get the results, that's what's gonna start getting money in your pocket, right? Number seven, training. Oh, how many people we got on today? Again, people have lives, but people don't take this importantly enough to change their life up. Like this is not something where I tell people to sacrifice what they got going on because I want them to keep life going. You cannot quit your day job or not have a job in beginning in network marketing. You need some type of floor of consistent finances coming through. But while you are doing that, work this and watch and see in the long run, this will outdo that. Training through your action. Don't just teach, demonstrate. So when you're here You got to show up for your success no matter what you got going on in your life. I do, you watch. We do it together. You do, I watch. Then you do, and then you teach in someone else. So that's just like the progressions of it. You know what I'm saying? Like modeling what I want repeated. Okay. Then now, once you see what I did, we gonna do it together. I'm not gonna leave you. We're gonna walk through it, and you're gonna do it with me, and I'm gonna do it with you. Now, I'm gonna sit back as a parent. I'm gonna sit back as a coach. I'm gonna sit back as a leader. Now, I'm gonna tell you, go ahead. You do it by yourself without me. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna watch you do it, right? And so once you do it by yourself, you learned it. You don't need me no more. I'm not that type of person that keeps people around me for forever and ever because you got to stay up under me. That's why I tell y'all all the time. I go by numbers. And if your number's not moving, that means you're not growing. And if you're not growing, two things happen. Either I'm not doing my job to teach you properly, or you just not doing the work at all. Either way, we got to separate because this ain't gonna work. Because I don't need people just coming, showing up, checking the boxes. I need people coming up ready to do the work. Right? Once you can do it, then guess what? This is what you do. You teach the same thing to somebody else. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to watch you. When they watch you, then guess what? When they get it, y'all do it together. When y'all do it together and they learn it, you let them go and do it by themselves so they can learn it. And you watch. You see the system? That's why people ain't making the network marketing because ain't nobody following this is the principles. Ain't nobody following the principles to success. The final stage is crucial. True duplication happens when the student becomes the teacher. You cannot continue to be here in this seat with me 6 years, I mean 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, and a year, and you have not progressed. That means that something is wrong. Something is happening, and you have to determine what is that. That's reason why I am still in kindergarten and I haven't begun to learn how to do this myself. So now I can teach it to other people. Okay. Number 8, we're talking about duplication, independent leadership. Duplication should create leaders, not followers. I should not have to continue to teach people over and over and every day. Once you get it, got it, go. I got more new people to recruit. I got to keep training. It's like boot camp. It's like the army. People come in, drill sergeant train them in boot camp. Once they get out of the boot camp, they get their assignment. They go over to their platoon commander officer. He takes it from there. They learn and develop, and then next thing you know, boom, he probably don't never see that group of people no more. But that staff sergeant, the one who did the training, he's there to receive the next group of incoming soldiers coming in. You see how that works? The goal is not for everyone to call the upline every time they need to invite, present, follow up, or enroll someone. People are mad at me right now, and I ain't gonna call no names because we had an event and I got them to understand, don't call me. If you are a leader and you claim to be a leader, and you have done what you need to do, it's time for you to lead. You don't need to be calling me off of every little thing that's happening. You have to improvise that. You should know what you need to know, and you need to do what you need to do because it's not about me no more. You the leader, and you have to be able to just position yourself in that level without having to call me. That's the whole thing. If you have to call me for something going wrong, then I don't need you to be handling none of the things I need for you to handle because I put you there so you can handle it. Handle it. But people don't like that. People don't like to hear the truth, but here it go in black and white. I'm not making this stuff up. I'm reading. I'm educating myself. The goal is not for everyone to call the upline every time they need something, an invite, or to present, or follow up, or enroll someone. A good system gradually reduces the dependency. So it means that the more I train you guys, or the more I train people, I should be able to walk away because I should be done with the training if I'm teaching it correctly. You can ask, can this team function when I'm not in the room? That'll tell you a good, that'll give you a good, indicator of where you are. If the answer is no, then you need more duplication is needed, right? So as the leader, empower the team, right? Build confidence, give them ownership, right? And then develop your leaders. Create a team that can grow without you. I am not trying to keep people here with me. I'm trying to get people to go and duplicate and do the same thing that I'm doing. That's how you grow in network marketing. Number nine, we got one more after this one. We talk about duplication. Duplication, culture duplication. Your team duplicates behaviors, not just processes. So what that means is duplication includes attitude and culture, showing up on time. That's why we started going back to if you ain't here at 8 o'clock, then you just miss it, right? Keeping commitments. If you say you're gonna do it, do it, right? Serving the customers because the customers is where you're making your money. Follow compliance, meaning that don't be out here doing things that you ain't supposed to be doing. We have rules. We have other things that we got to make sure we stay in compliance of. And we have to stay coachable, listening to those things that we need to be listening to and treating people professionally. These are the things that we want to make sure we have a culture of. What you tolerate can duplicate just as quickly as what you teach. So if I tolerate this bullshit, right? That if I'm a teacher and you come in my classroom and I clearly say no chewing gum, but you gonna come in here and just chew gum every time. Get your ass out of my classroom. I'm not gonna tolerate that behavior. That's not how we do it around here. The rules clearly said no chewing. I gotta tell you every day to quit chewing gum, get out my classroom, right? Until you figure it out, because this is what we do around here. A culture. If I accept people's behavior and just allow them to do what they want to do, then the rest of the team, right, is gonna that's what's gonna create for the rest of my team. Duplication is not just by what you teach, it's as quickly as what you tolerate. If I allow this, if I allow y'all to do this, if I allow y'all to do that, then this is what's gonna happen. So I can't be nice. As a coach, as a leader, as a teacher, as a trainer, even a parent, I am not your friend when it comes down to getting you where you need to get to. Because at the end of the day, my job is to train you and prepare you. A soldier and a sergeant cannot be friends because he's got to train this guy to get out there and fight for his life, and the other people around him ain't got time to be kumbaya with you, high fiving. I'm trying to get you where you need to be so you won't get out in this battlefield and get killed. Got time to be playing these games. This is real. This is the real deal Holyfield. Again, you guys, raw. This is raw. This is uncut, right? Unfiltered, unapologetic. I don't step on your toes. That means that the shoe fit, right? Show up on time, keep your commitment, serve your customers, follow compliance rules, recognize others, stay coachable, and treat people professionally. If you do this, you will create a culture in your organization. And the last one, we talking about duplication, measurement and accountability. Systems need a scoreboard. Track simple activities, invitations. You guys, y'all ought to know this. I tell y'all this all the time, and I'm 7, 8 minutes behind. So let me hurry up. If y'all ain't tracking what you're doing, how you gonna know what you did? I don't care. You have all your systems. Oh, I called. Da, da, da. Write write it down on paper. What's wrong with you notating? Okay. I reached out to 10 people. Who was those 10 people? You feel me? Who answered? Who didn't answer? Who did you text them? Did you call them? What are you doing to measure your work? What are you doing to track your activities? So you'll know where you at. So when you get to roll back around next week, you ain't gonna remember that. You ain't gonna know everything you did last week off the dome. Or I go on my phone, I can look at what I did. No, write it down. Track simple activities. If it's invitations, if it's presentations, if it's follow-ups, if it's customers acquired, new partners lunch, training, and whatever it is, write it down. Peak the interest, write it down. Right? Whatever you done, write it down. Don't only measure outcomes like income or rank. We know that. Measure the repeatable activities that produce those outcomes. What are those? Peaking the interest. That's what creates the income. Invitation, inviting. That's what get people to come in and hear about your little business. Write it down, right? The follow-ups. How many people are you following up? Write it down. How many people told you yes? How many people told you no? How many people didn't answer your phone calls? Write it down. Keep a track of that stuff. Simple activities. If you measure and have an accountability of a system and a scoreboard, you'll know if you're winning or if you're losing. You'll know exactly in the third quarter, how can a team know who's really winning if they don't keep track of the time and the count of who scored? They scored a touchdown, they scored a touchdown. That's supposed to be a field goal, touchdown, field goal, touchdown, field goal, touchdown, right? Then when they get to the fourth quarter, they're gonna say, well, what's the score? Well, I know we had made about three field goals. Hell no. It's every time someone score, a point go on the board. Every time a quarterback throw an interception, it's put down. Every time a tackle, a quarterback gets sacked, it's written down. Every time a receiver catch the ball, it's written down. How many yards he was that he traveled is written down. If a running back ran, if he scored a touchdown, how it's written down. It's recorded. It's recorded. It's called stats. How many of you guys keeping stats? See, these are the key principles. You want to know why you ain't growing in network marketing? This is why. Because people just ain't doing the work. You guys, that's it, right? I hate to take your time more than what it is. I appreciate you guys showing up for the day. Today is day number 6, you guys.